Alright, so welcome to another series of essential FPV tools, and in today's video we will be talking about types of propeller mounts and the corresponding propeller removal tools of each type. And on the table you can see that these tools are my recommendations of what you should definitely have in your FPV backpack for prop removal purpose. But actually let me just show you, demo them, the functions one by one so you can see how they worked and where they best worked at, and you can decide if you actually need one. Alright, let's get going. Alright, so before we begin, let's talk about the three types of propeller mounts that you're going to see on the current market. So the first one is going to be the prop nut mount. You can see that you're going to have like a nut mounting the propeller like this. And the second mount is going to be the T-mount. So instead of like using one propeller like a nut to mount the entire propeller, you're going to use two screws to hold it. And the last one is going to be the one that you actually just press in. So this is, you can see that no screws, you just basically press in and the middle stick is holding it just like that. Okay, so most likely you're going to see the prop nut mounts on larger quads like a 5-inch to 10-inch, which are larger motors generally offers a bigger shaft that you will be able to mount the prop nuts. So you can see that the shaft is basically this big, so this is how you can mount the prop nuts onto it. So just an interesting knowledge that this nuts and the size of the mount is basically going to be same as your GoPro mount in general. So you will be able to use this as your GoPro nuts if you ever lost it. Right, you can see that this is a standard GoPro like locking screw, and you can see that basically works with that. Okay, so just to let you know that this actually works. Okay, so next let's actually go back to the topics. So you can see that the next one we're going to be talking about is going to be the T-mount. So instead of using a prop nut, you can see that right now the propeller is right now holding by two little M2 screws. So the screws basically goes directly into the motor. There's going to be a little like threads down the motors that you can just lock these. So these generally goes on like little smaller quads like 2-inch to 4-inch, because I think these motors are just not big enough to have like such a big shaft. So at last we're going to be talking about the press-in mounts, and basically the press-in mounts are going to be seen more on Tiny Oops, and you can see that these motors are just so small you really just don't have the space to add on additional security mechanism on top of it. So basically no screw possible. So since these are going to be press-in, they're designed to be fitting super tight, which the props are just not going to fall off when you're flying, but at the same time they're going to be really hard to remove because you really just can't get a good grip with these, because like you see, generally you have a prop duck in the middle, and generally if your finger is bigger you just cannot like properly remove it. So basically right now we are done with the propeller mount types. Now let's look at the removal tools for each. Alright, so first let's talk about the prop removal tools for the prop nuts. So to remove prop nuts, the recommended tools I use are going to be the grip pillars, and also going to be those kind of like basically AMM sockets. So yeah, so the operation is just pretty simple. In this one you can see that the prop nuts, like the gripper actually has little like silicone like holders in the middle, so when you're holding the motors it's just not going to be damaging the motor. Basically you're not going to scrape it, because if you decide to use like a pillar or something, it's just probably going to like damage the paint, and that's something you don't want, right? So the operation is pretty simple. All you have to do is just grip it like that and just kind of like screw the nut off from on top of the motor, and basically that's it. So alternatively, for my personal preference, is I do like to use an electric screwdriver because it does save time in a sense. So all you need to do is just get like one of these sockets, and the one you want is actually the 8mm one, or you can just go get a bunch of 8mm ones. So what I like to do is to use the electric screwdriver to kind of just like tighten it to a point that is good enough, and then you use this to like kind of like remain tightening it, because like it does save a lot of time when you're actually trying to remove stuff when you're on the field. Just screwing is just so hard, especially you have to screw 4 of them. So you can see that this is a lot faster. So yeah, so you can get this from any hardware store. This is just like a random brand I got from like Home Depot, and it's just on sale. So you can get DeWalt, Craftsman, Ryobi, whatever. It's going to be the same thing. All right, next let's actually talk about the T-mounts. Alright, so for T-mount removal, you can see that the removal is a lot straightforward. All you have to do is basically just get like a 1.5mm screwdriver, and you can just kind of like remove it like this. Just unscrew the screws, and then they should come off. any 1.5 millimeter screwdriver is going to work, or you can even, if you're super lazy, you can either just use the electric screwdriver as well. I don't recommend it that much because it's easier to strip the screws, but it's good for emergency. If you wanted to do it quick, this is something that you can definitely like try to consider. Yeah, so I use a lot of electric screwdrivers. So next you just kind of have to hold the motor and pull the propeller off because it still have a shaft and still holding it. All right, so basically that's about it on how to remove your like T-mount props, and just, yeah, this is very straightforward. All right, next let's actually talk about the hardest one to remove, so the press-ins. So these press-ins are often to be found on smaller OOB-like quads, as we mentioned before. The motors and props are super small that you just can't get a good grip of it. You can see that if you try to place your little finger in it, and generally has a duck in the way, you just can't get a good grip of it, and you can't remove it. And the thing with this is you could just remove it like this, but there's going to be a potential risk that you're going to damage the shaft because the shaft is also like super thin. I think it's 1.5 millimeters. So yeah, that's definitely something you probably don't want it to do. So to fix this problem, I actually found this tool on the TinyWoo website, which is called the Clone Popper, and a redesign of the Brandon Johnson's original prop popper. The price of the clone popper is definitely not going to be cheap. It's about $35-ish. I think something like that. Basically, it's going to cost you, but this is definitely worth it because instead of doing this, you just can't remove. All you have to do is just put the prop popper, clone popper underneath the motors, and then all you needed to do is to just place the little pin right there, and all you have to do, press it, and then your propeller is off. So this is definitely a lifesaver if you fly a lot of tiny whoops, because the thing I just absolutely hate when I have to replace propellers for tiny whoops is just because of I just can't remove them properly. So this is definitely something probably worth investing. So the rest of the tools is just kind of like supplementary, but this one I would say if you fly tiny whoop, you must get one because this is really just going to save your life. All right, so that's about it for this video, and these are going to be the propeller tools that I really can recommend that you have in your pouch so you can just make your life so much easier. But actually, just let me know like what you actually use, like what is your gear, so people can actually have reference and just decide which one they want. All right, so if you like to check out the products mentioned in this video, links are going to be added down below just for your reference purpose. And any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down below as well, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.